up with it, keeping it in play. And the Wolves will pick up a point. 19-18 here. West Georgia looking to get on top of the West Division winner and host, Harding University. The Wolves serve across. Great serve there, dug up. Harding won't be able to get anything done offensively. That's kind of a weird play there. It looked as if Harding was willing to give up the offensive play, and Amber Barnland in the middle there, trying to make something happen with the block. Looks like she hit it straight down and nobody else was in the vicinity to pick it up. So we're back tied at 19. Nasheva with that big jump serve of hers. Hits it solid. Good pass, though, by West Georgia. They go right outside to Schoenig, who hits it left-handed. I don't see how she got to that ball. That was amazing. Not the best serve by Parker. Not the best set by Parker. Schoenig doing what she could. Instead of keeping it in play, she nearly nailed Harding's head coach Keith Gibney over there on the bench. Nasheva with that big serve, getting him out of system a little bit. Amber Barland is going a little bit wide on the attack. It's amazing. It doesn't even seem like it's happened, but now Harding has a 2-point lead. How quickly did that turn of events just happen? I think a lot of it has to do with this young lady serving. Manuela Nasheva, big serve. This time it's dug out nicely, though, by Martins. Carolyn Schoenig hits, but right into the block. However, it is effective as the ball falls harmlessly to the hardwood. I think Schoenig might have to make an adjustment somewhere along the lines. They're sending 2 blockers at her. She might have to start hitting cross court or maybe the occasional dump play. Looks like they're really keying on stopping her right now. West Georgia serving across, down by 1. Rosenbaum digs it out, sets it over. Tepe goes to the middle. Caitlin Parks with the big swing. Nothing goes down. West Georgia goes outside. Great play there by Harding to keep the ball in play, as they'll just send it back across, but it looks like, again, a mix-up. Nasheva was attempting to attack, and it looks like she probably would have been better off just serving that ball over, getting set defensively. And just like that, West Georgia's back tied again. I'm telling you, this momentum shifts are happening very quickly here in Searcy. Rosenbaum over to Tepe. She goes outside. That's Caitlin Parks. Great job. Cross-court winner. Man, there's very little room back there, and she found a spot. That's a great job. 22-21, Lady Bisons as Rosenbaum sets back to serve. Libero specialist. West Georgia goes to Schoenig. Schoenig again not getting all of it, but getting enough to cause a receiving error there as Harding couldn't quite handle the senior spike. And just like that, we're tied up at 22. Deuce is wild here. Harding sits right in the middle. Shelly Rummer picks up the kill. Rummer again looked a little bit out of sorts, but she was able to get enough velocity on the ball to pick up a kill. Harding now serves up 1 point. Parker goes right back outside to Martins, who hits off the top of the block, but the ball goes out of play, so that'll be another Wolf point. It really seems just from an early vantage point that anything on the left side of the court, they're going to try to block hard and send 2 after, whether it's been Schoenig or Martins. West Georgia serves across, not the best pass by Nasheva to open things up. Tepe sets. A little drop in there by Sarah Phipps. Doesn't work out, but Harding gets the ball back on a cross here. Tepe tries to dump one off. West Georgia will set up, goes to Martins. Couldn't really get much on it. And now it's the Lady Bison back on the attack. Dug out nicely by the Wolves. They go back to Martins. Big swing. And that's a big point there.
The Wolves need to make a run with the 6 they have on the court right now, Eric. This is our veteran squad. We have 3 seniors on the court, and then the junior and the freshman also. A junior, sophomore, freshman also. But
big block there. That's Jordan McDonald. But
woke the crowd up.
Amazing. That was a huge block by McDonald. But Harding, in attempts just to get it back over the net, found a hole. A great diving effort there by Schoenig. Couldn't quite pick it up. And just like that, we heard a big ovation from the Harding faithful as the game is knotted back up at 24. Tate on the serve. They go right back to McDonald in the middle. She goes a little bit wide. Looked like she tried to go cross court there. Really wasn't much of an opening. Freshman's mistake gives Harding a lead at 25-24. Again, Tate back serving. She gives it right back. Again, service errors can be so deflating. Take a lot of momentum away from a team. Harding worked really hard to get back to the lead. But they give West Georgia almost in essence a free point. Don't have to earn that one. And it's 25-25 here. Game 1 of the final match of day 1 of the opening round of the GSC volleyball tournament. West Georgia serves. Tepe goes outside. Manuel Nasheva again, struggling to find her groove in their early going, hits the ball into the net. West Georgia recaptures the lead at 1. It looks like Keith Gibney of Harding is going to take a timeout, talk it over with his team. We're going to take the timeout with him. We got about a minute here before we resume activities at Rhodes Field House here in Searcy, Arkansas. Again, it's 26-25 West Georgia, and you are watching the GSC Volleyball Tournament live on Penn Atlantic.
I'm so out of my element.
Welcome back to the final match of the opening round as West Georgia holds a 26-25 lead over Harding. They're getting ready to serve across the screen. Harding digs it up, sets up outside, going right back to Nesheva. And you've got to feel that Coach Gibney said something to his team in the huddle. In essence, let's go right back to our best player. He's got to show faith in Nesheva. She isn't quite off to the best start, but right there she gets a big kill and ties this game back up at 26. West Georgia now on the attack. They're going to go to their big horse, and that's Andressa Martins. And she finds a way to pick up a point and pick up a kill. Caitlin Parks got a piece of it there in the back row, but wasn't enough to keep it in play. West Georgia back up now 27-26. Martins on the serve.
I would like to see the Wolves to pick up a point here because the teams have been trading points since it was tied up at 16. And I just feel at this point, whichever team gains a 2-point lead is going to take this match. It's really been nick for nap.
It really has, and you've got to tip your cap to Manuela Nesheva. Shaking off that slow start, picking up 2 big kills here in the latter stages of game 1. As Harding serves across. Clark will set it in the middle, going outside to Schoenig. Big block there. West Georgia's just going to play it over. Tepe's going to set into the middle. Again, miscommunication. I honestly thought Nesheva thought she was getting set. Caitlin Parks wasn't in the middle to quite receive the ball from Tepe. And West Georgia back on top, 28-27. Like you said, tit for tat, Stewart. It seems like it's been that way all of game 1. Rosenbaum with the dig over to Tepe. They're going outside to Nesheva. She hits it well. Got a piece of the West Georgia block, but finds a space in the soft zone of the West Georgia defense. And we're back tied up at 28. And just a reminder, fans, in volleyball, you do have to win by 2 points. So if we get to 29 here, we'll see somebody score 31 to win the match. Nesheva with the big serve. Carolyn Schoenig took a nice swing on a set from Parker. Got a little bit too much of it, though, knocked it on the outside. And just like that, Harding is 1 point away from taking this game 1. West Georgia was in this match and in control of this match for the majority of the game. But here we are, Harding just finding a way to possibly win. Look at that. And Nesheva, it's perfectly fitting that she ends it. She started off on a slow start, but got 2 kills and a big service ace down the stretch to lead Harding to a 30-28 win in game 1. Harding now takes a 1-0 game lead in the match. And in GSC volleyball is the first to win 3 games, and Harding is off to that start here. West Georgia's definitely got a few things that they can be excited about. They held a lead there. I believe it was 26-25, and really played point for point. It was 27 all. 28 all, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Before Harding reeled off those last 2 points. So there's a lot of good things that went well for the Wolves. But you've got to be a bit disappointed if you're a West Georgia fan to see that game slip out of your fingers. Feel like you kind of had Harding on the ropes there. But you got to credit the Lady Bisons for doing a wonderful job of sticking with it. Going back to their ace player, and Manuela Nesheva coming up big.
I think the service ace at the end, talking, volleyball's not my sport, so I talk to our players a lot just to gain some
knowledge about it.
Some knowledge, yes. And at West Georgia, we have a very open gym, and they said service aces we have a lot of lines on our court. In fact, we have 16 badminton courses on ours, so we have lines everywhere, and it definitely works to our advantage. and you kind of mark off, the court's the same size wherever you go as far as the playing court, but the surrounding area the depth